Hello YouTube, long time. So today I feel like talking about just another random thing about TF2. This time around I want to talk about community servers, and one thing I've noticed when lurking community servers that really annoys me. So basically put, when I was playing TF2 much earlier ago, like several years back, I used to frequent community servers which allows spawn camping. And I grew up in an environment where spawn camping was the norm. You would keep getting killed over and over in your spawn without much of a way to escape. Well, I think the times have changed now, because in many community servers I've lurked over the recent year, every server has spawn protection. And if you don't know what spawn protection is, basically it gives you invulnerability for a few seconds. This allows you to walk out of spawn without taking any damage and possibly kill the people responsible for keeping you inside, the spawn campers. I have a lot of problems with this. I don't know where even to begin with this one. But I think the best argument I could make for it is a surf server. Now, for those of you who are unaware, a surf server is basically like an obstacle course. Teams have to go surf around on these ramps, which are quite difficult to maneuver around. They have to maneuver around this obstacle course until they get to the end. Usually, on most surf maps, at the end, you can get a free teleport into the enemy spawn. In some cases, there's a window, like a secret room, that allows you to freely shoot at the enemy spawn without being detected. Also, on some maps, the end area where you can teleport into the enemy spawn allows you to build teleporter exits as an engineer, allowing you and your teammates to just slaughter enemies. Now, why I'm bringing this up on surf servers particularly is because in those maps, spawn camping is a reward. You complete a difficult course and you are rewarded with the ability to teleport to enemy spawn or teleport to a room where you can shoot at the enemy spawn and just kill as many enemies as you please without them even getting the chance to surf themselves. It's a reward. You are doing something challenging, and you're rewarded with the ability to spawn camp however you please. Surf servers these days, they do not understand that. At least Skeel's Combat Surf server doesn't. Yes, I'm bringing them up again in case you are familiar with Santassination. They don't get the point. They have spawn protection. Even though Combat Surf maps, they usually have an exit to the enemy spawn, you cannot even kill enemies inside of their spawn because they have spawn protection. Now, I want to bring up another counterpoint, and this is a certain achievement idol awesome box. I don't even remember the map's name, but there's a very popular achievement idol map called Awesome Box. But there's a server hosting that map where it has no spawn protection. You have the ability to teleport into the enemy spawn in that map as well, even though it's not a surf map. And yet, you can teleport into the enemy spawn and mindlessly slaughter them, even though there's no spawn protection. You can just do that. And I don't want to bring the specific post up. I'm too lazy to do that. I'm just recording this. But there was a spray I saw on that server, which seemed to be the admin's response to spawn camping and how people were asking him to put spawn protection in his server. And he said that the reason this server doesn't have spawn protection is because it is easy to get into and get out of spawn camping. You see, a bunch of servers, community servers, they also have this plugin called Roll the Dice. You just type RTD and you can get a good effect or a bad effect. If you're lucky, you can get a very good roll, like God Mode, which just makes you invulnerable, or Toxic, which kills anyone around you automatically. So in bad situations where you are spawn camped, you can usually type RTD, and if you are lucky enough, you might roll God mode or toxic and just completely wipe out the spawn campers without even doing all of that much to stop them. So yeah, that's a very easy way to get out of spawn camping. But you don't even have to use RTD to escape spawn camping. You see, there's a reason why the medic class exists in this game. With the stock medigun, he can provide Ubercharge, which is just free invulnerability. It takes some time to build up, and you will have to stay protected for a while to use it. But if you can use it, if you have a way to safely stay inside the spawn, like behind the spawn doors, you can just wait and pull an Uber on a teammate. And if you're lucky, you can get the Uber teammate to kill off the spawn campers and let the spawn campees get out for a little while before the spawn campers come back. So what I'm trying to say here basically is that I think spawn protection is missing the point of the game. And yet so many servers have it. It completely boggles my mind, and it makes these servers less enjoyable to play. You can get out of spawn camping. You can. It seems impossible at first, but with an Ubercharge or a lucky RTD, you can do it. That's pretty much a point. And I'm not even going back into the surf servers. Like I was saying, spawn camping is a reward in surf servers, and spawn protection completely kills the point of that. So it just boggles me that spawn protection is such a commonly used thing in community servers. And I want to get my opinion of it out there, and hopefully, well, it probably won't happen, but I would like to convince some server operators to turn off spawn protection under the argument that it is missing the point of the game. Spawn protection is not fun. Spawn camping is fun to get in and to get out of. Getting out of spawn camping is an achievement in and of itself. And in the case of surf servers, being able to spawn camp is an achievement. It's a reward. And spawn protection, once again, completely misses the point of this.